In the quiet parts of Iran, away from the big cities, a special kind of magic happens. It starts with just one simple thread. In sunny yards and plain village rooms, the air buzzes with creativity. The rhythmic thump of the weaving comb and the soft whisper of wool make a gentle, old-fashioned music. This is the world of the Persian rug, an art form as old as the land itself. Each rug is like a whole world, made with patience, skill, and the quiet dreams of the person who made it. They are more than just things to cover floors, they are storybooks without words, paintings without a brush. They come from the earth, sheep's wool, colors from roots and rocks, showing a deep connection between people and nature. The loom, a simple wooden frame, becomes the stage for art. On its threads, a story slowly appears, knot by knot. Time here is measured by how a pattern slowly grows, not by hours. Each knot is a careful choice, like a word in a long, beautiful poem. At the loom, there's a feeling of things lasting forever and peace. Our journey starts here, not just to look at the finished masterpiece, but to find the soul woven into its fabric. We'll explore the hands that tie the knots, the hearts that pick the colors, and the quiet stories these threads tell. Because in every Persian rug, there's a story waiting to be found, a quiet history of life, beauty, and strength. The real protectors of this old art are the women of Iran. Weaving isn't just a skill, it's part of who they are, passed down through many family members. As kids, they learn by watching their mother's fingers dance across the loom. Their hands, strong and colored from natural dyes, move with grace and care. Hundreds, even thousands of knots are tied each day, each one placed perfectly. This knowledge is a precious gift connecting different generations. The weaving circle is a community, a place for sharing stories, songs, and support. The loom becomes the center of their social lives. While their hands create beauty, their hearts share the joys and troubles of daily life. Each rug is filled with a group spirit, a sign of the bonds that hold them together. The rug is not just one person's work, but the result of a community, woven as tightly as the knots themselves. Every Persian rug is a picture made of symbols, a visual language spoken for hundreds of years. Each design and color has a meaning, forming a story of hopes, beliefs, and things they've seen. The center design might stand for the sun, God's eye, or a lotus flower, the heart of the universe. Borders frame the design, showing the limits of life or the four corners of the earth. Nature appears in styled ways, cypress trees for life after death, bote for having many children, peacocks for living forever, lions for bravery. Even how animals are shown, birds as messengers, hunting scenes for power, gardens for paradise, tells a story. The weaver chooses these symbols carefully, showing her life and hopes. A rug becomes a personal paper, a woven prayer. It's a way to show feelings without words. The world sees beauty. The weaver sees a history of her journey. Each rug is a legacy, a sign of faith and culture. The designs are not just decorations, they are the weaver's voice. The colors of a Persian rug are a feast for the eyes, full of depth and small changes. This bright mix of colors comes from the earth: madder root for reds, indigo for blues, pomegranate for yellows, walnut for browns. Dyeing is an art, passed down through generations, with secrets kept very close. Large pots simmer with roots, leaves, and flowers, coloring hand-spun yarn. The final shade depends on the water, the age of the plant, and how long it stays in the dye bath, creating natural differences called a brash. These subtle stripes give each rug a unique look and realness. Natural dyes age well, their colors getting deeper over time. Unlike fake dyes, they show patience and respect for materials. Each rug is not just beautiful, but a real piece of the natural world. The colors are part of the wool itself, living and breathing with the light. This connection to nature is key to the art. The result, a rug that is both timeless and alive. Making a Persian rug starts long before the first knot. It begins in the high fields, with sheep whose wool forms the base. The best wool is strong, shiny, and full of natural oils. After cutting the wool, it's cleaned, combed, and spun by hand into yarn. This hand-spun yarn has a special feel impossible to make with a machine. With yarn spun and dyed, the weaver goes to her loom. She ties individual knots of colored wool around the up and down threads, row by row. Each row is pushed tightly with a heavy comb, making a thick, strong surface. The process is slow and careful, taking months or even years. The weaver works from memory or a pattern, her mind a library of designs. The result is not just a rug, but a monument to hard work and quiet, focused effort. In the world of Persian rugs, the artist often stays unknown. The weaver's identity is woven into the fabric, in colors, small flaws, and spirit. Her work travels the world, admired and treasured, but her name stays behind. This modesty shows a focus on community and tradition over being famous as an individual. The pride comes from making beauty, keeping up standards, and passing on the skill. The artist is invisible, her presence felt only as a quiet, creative force. The value of her work grows as it goes through many hands, but for her, it is an act of love and necessity. Her legacy is the lasting beauty of her work, a quiet sign of strength and artistry. A Persian rug is a map, not of places but of memories and feelings. Each part of the design marks a chapter in the weaver's story. Colors show moods, bright for joy, deep for sadness. Small differences and flaws are signs of the human hand. Designs celebrate births, weddings, journeys, woven records of life's big moments. The rug becomes a family album, its pictures made in wool and dye. Over time it takes in the life of the home, sunlight, footsteps, laughter. It becomes a quiet witness, its story changing with each generation. No longer just the weaver's map, it becomes a map for the family, a living object, a keeper of history. In every knot, a memory lasts. A Persian rug is more than just pretty art, it's a container of human feelings. The weaver's patience, hopes, and faith are woven into every thread. The rug takes in her emotional energy, becoming an object that resonates. Its market price can never show its true worth, the love, sacrifice, and dreams inside. For the weaver, it's a source of pride and a link to her heritage. Think of the rug as a letter, written in color and pattern, a message to the world and the future. Its emotional message is universal, the wish for beauty, harmony, and connection. A machine can copy a pattern, but not a soul. The handmade rug is a direct link to another human being. When you touch its surface, you connect with her vision and hard work. The rug is not just a product, it is a presence, a piece of the weaver's spirit. In the end, what's left is the rug itself, a quiet object that says a lot. It tells the story of the hands that made it, the culture that inspired it, and the land that gave its materials. Each knot is a word, each pattern a sentence, each rug a timeless story. Long after the weaver is gone, the rug carries her legacy forward. It becomes a family treasure, gaining new meaning with each generation. Its spirit lasts even as its colors fade and edges fray. The real magic is in the process, the humble dedication, the turning of raw materials into beauty. The Persian rug reminds us of the value of things made with time and care. See it not just as a rug but as a woven story, a map of a life, a letter to the world. In its threads you'll find the lasting voice of the weaver, strength, creativity, and timeless beauty.